Penn, Yaraslau Slavikouski, number 7 at heavyweight, taking the mat for Rutgers. 14-8 lead for Penn after Rutgers picking up a much-needed tech fall at 197.
Yara quite familiar with this building, Joe, having wrestled for Harvard. First 4 years of his career, grad transfer for the Scarlet Knights. Got off on the right foot with Rutgers with that 8-0 start. Haven't seen him in a little while, though. He did not wrestle in Rutgers' last 2 duels, so Rutgers fans obviously excited to see him back out there and going up against the guy, John Stout, who's the underdog in this match, but Stout having a nice bounce-back year as a senior. Noticed his growth from year to year, 9-4 this year. He's definitely turning things around.
You talk about a guy who was wrestling behind Ben Golden, who just had a hammerlock on the heavyweight position forever at Penn. And Stout getting his opportunity here.
Yara 72-15 in his career for a reason, and Rutgers was able to snag him in the transfer portal this offseason. An immediate plug and wrestle at heavyweight. He is a former All-American. He was an NWCA All-American second team back in 2020 during that canceled tournament. Good re-attack right here to get that single leg.
Trying to trip Stout and gets the takedown for 3.
And for Stout here, no reason to panic. Start working up to your base. There you go. And then he just looks to cut the hands. Good trip, though, by Slavikouski.
Stout trying to get free.
That's a good job by Yara to break him down flat. So he has tight wrist control on that left hand, but Stout doing a good job trying to build back up.
Stout was nearly free, but good job by Yara to stay on top. 59 seconds to go in the opening period.
Slavikouski is definitely a menace on top. I don't know about you. I would not want to even grapple with that man.
Oh, really? Slavikouski trying to go back to work after exercising the option.
You definitely could sense the strategy from the Rutgers bench now, chasing more bonus points here. Really cut into the team score, which they did with John Poznanski's tech fall in our last bout. Good job by Stout here to snag a single, but Slavikouski just hips are just way too heavy.
He's going for a trip as well. Stout fought that one off.
Oh, look at these re-attacks by Slavikouski. Stout's got to be careful with his back here.
And 3 awarded to Slavikouski. 6-1 advantage for Rutgers here.
4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 9.
And Nick, you're right about that. What a turn of events that was.
That was a clutch takedown by Slavikouski right there. If you're on the defensive right there, Joe, you never want to give up a takedown with short time. And unfortunately for Stout right there, just the relentless attacks there from Slavikouski. You saw him get in on that single leg. He was able to get a collar tie as well. And basically, you're just sending that guy's body weight straight to the mat.
Stout experiencing how fun it is to have Slavikouski on top.
Those are good trip attempts by Slavikouski, and I know they're not working right away, but they steadily chop away at that base from Stout.
One neutral, that's John Stout.
Stout's not quite in the danger zone yet here in period number 2, but without a takedown soon, you risk being in that scary area.
And Slavikouski is not a guy who's going to just rest on this 4-point lead. He's definitely going to come after and chase those single leg attempts.
Or just muscle him over for 3.
Unfortunately for Stout there, Joe, he got it on a shot. It was more of like a half shot. And as he was backing out trying to reset himself, Slavikouski was just real quick with basically just freight trading him over. Nothing more you could say or do about that.
Stout now trying to repost here.
I was actually here the last time Slavikouski wrestled in this building when he donned the Harvard Crimson singlet. Surely knows how to quiet a crowd, and he's doing a good job right now. And see, he just drives Stout right back down. Got him flat. And again, working for that wrist control on the left side. See if he pries it out, goes for a hammer lock, or tries to set up an arm bar. But it's been all Yar so far.
20 seconds left in the period. Slavikouski up 9-2. Rutgers trailing 14-8 in the dual score.
Always amazes me when we start in the middle of the duel in terms of the weight classes, Joe, is another mat return there for Slavikouski. We're going to go from the big boys like this, and then we're going right down to 125 next.
It makes it all the more shocking.
4 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
That'll do it for period number 2. Dominant performance for Yaras so far, but will there be more coming here in the third? He starts out at neutral.
There was another look at that freight train move there for Yara. Basically, it was almost a standing whip over him. It was a good job by Stout to get belly down. Also, not too much control from Yara there. Otherwise, he would have stuck him to his back. And Yara did choose neutral here, Joe, so he's definitely looking for more offense.
Riding time locked here. And that continues to build. Another takedown.
And Rutgers chasing back-to-back tech falls now as Yard is going with the old takedown, let him up method.
Able to get to the single. Has that leg pinned as well.
This is a nice job by Yard to shelve that leg, and basically it's one of those suck back moves, and then you drive back into your opponent. Might have blood on the mat. The ever small speck along the boundary. I mean, talk about a guy who just is not stopping right now. It's Slavikouski right there. 15-3 lead. And if you're Stout, Joe, at this point, just, again, no pun intended, but you have to try to stay stout defensively here to try not to give the tech fall.
Blood's coming from Slavikouski. Has his knee taped up. Mat will be tended to. Like you said, Nick, this is a trouble spot for Stout unless he can lock in defensively.
It's like Slavikouski just cut him. Right back to neutral we go.
$1:19 left. Plenty of time for Slavikouski.
That was a nice snap down by Slavikouski and just quickly goes behind here. One more takedown will do it.
Slavikouski trying to attack the rear leg that time. Stout keeping him outside, but doesn't want to be called for stalling here.
Stout's at least doing a good job staying in the center of the mat, but he's got to be able to work back inside with these ties. Oh, that's a nice foot sweep right there from Slavikouski to finish that one.
Back-to-back tech falls for Rutgers. Poznansky and Slavikouski tech falls.
Well, Rutgers got right back into it there. No time wasted from Poznansky and Slavikouski, and all of a sudden, Joe, we have a one-point match right now.
And this is just a clinic from Slavikouski. Did a lot of good work along the boundary as well. And now we head into the lightweights. Dean Peterson.